can use it for doing deployments for WebEx, UCAS, and other things as well in bulk, which can be a bit of a time saver. The only difference is when you're doing this setup, if you're not doing Teams, just don't tick the SBC box, click the assign users as always. And then once you've done that, on the group level, we can go to click on services and activate Microsoft Online Office 365 services. This will look at the same security group that you would have went through, like you would have done for Microsoft Teams. And you can see it's already pulling the information through. So this means I can go, I want to do this one, and I'm going to give it this add-on here. Much the same, rather than selecting the endpoint with DID and no DID and going all the way through and filling out all the little bits and pieces. This is going to suck the information through, just like if you're doing a Teams enhanced deployment or basic. And once you've done there, click on submit, it'll do it as a task. And then once it's complete, it'll send an email to say that job's been complete. And of course, with an SMS with a password unlocker for the associated. Coming back up to the group level here. Now we'll talk about doing bulk updates. You can always click on services and go to bulk update services here. So maybe you've got a customer who says, I want to have all my voicemail turned off. I want to change my port forward no answer, or maybe you want to update Busy Landfill in bulk rather than doing it service by service. All you need to do is click on this icon here. That'll generate a task in the email you CSV file. Once you've received that, you'll be able to modify the values. Now, there is a reference guide built in here, so you don't need to go back and forth all over the shop. You can come to here, you can see we've already got everything you need to sort of know here. So Sajid's put this together in a really nice, easy to read format. So these will be the titles, and this is the things that you can put in there. Going down, as you can see, we've got things like contact phone numbers, maybe we want to work with alternate numbers, maybe we've got fax messaging enabled, maybe they want to change their outgoing calling profile, service by service, where maybe I want to have the sales team can call anywhere except, 1-900 call or other things like that. So it's pretty detailed. And I think you'll find it particularly handy for things like the Busy Landfill rather than doing a drag and drop 55 times.
Can we bulk update the licenses that a customer has, say, from collaboration to enterprise?
Yep. So if we want to do the bulk updating of service packs on end users, or any service for that matter, what you'll notice in this service creation screen, if we get down to halfway, anything below the export is all about bulk updating services. Anything above it is all about creation. So if we wanted to go in and update endpoints or Teams users, I think this one, we've got some Teams user service packs in this one. This one here, this is a Teams-based one. So if I wanted to maybe convert this customer from potentially maybe Teams back to UCAS, or I could come into here and select that service pack. If I was doing a endpoint, I could go from maybe if it was an office user, upgrade to a collaboration user, any which way possible. Once it's done, you click on apply changes, and then you'll get a progress bar at the top here, which will tell you the updates as it goes along. Or just show the errors only, walk away, because you might have a few in there. It might just sort of take note. It takes roughly about a minute per user to process. So if you've got a few on to go there, just sit back and let it do its thing. If you need to change everyone's service packs, there's a little shortcut here. Click on this, and then that'll copy the service pack information right through instead of doing it again and again and again.
Can we add speed dials remotely on multiple devices using one login?
Yes. If you're talking about like speed dial 8 or 100, you can come into here and say, select speed dial 8. You could do the template, or you can do it one by one if needed, upload, hit submit, and then that would then populate out to each user. The customer has one additional service in there as well, which is not directly here from this login, is where they can do an enterprise-wide speed dial deployment as well. So when you're doing your training with your customer, get them log in as the enterprise login or the group login, and then you'll notice there is another icon on the left-hand side, which is enterprise-wide speed dials. And this will allow up to 10,000 speed dials to be programmed.